For over 100 years, DAV has been at the forefront of fighting for veterans' rights, working with its legislative team to advocate on Capitol Hill in order to increase the number of benefits that veterans receive and protect the gains that have already been made.
We here at DAV like to consider ourselves a one-stop shop. Not only are we there to help you obtain your service connection benefits whenever you're separating from service and help you find that meaningful employment opportunity, but we also have our legislative team who advocates consistently on Capitol Hill to help you obtain additional veterans benefits. Here at DAV, we all work for the common good and work collectively with our legislative department just to ensure that every benefit that veterans can receive is out there for them to obtain.
Legislation is one of those things where oftentimes the squeaky wheel gets the most grease, and we want to be the squeaky wheel when it comes to protecting veterans' benefits. When lawmakers are hearing from people regularly about an issue, it tells them that is important to their constituents, and those are the people who are going to provide their jobs in the next 2 to 6 years, depending on their terms.
For us, DAV, our legislative team is composed of two sides. We have a benefits team and we have a healthcare team. And every day we are looking at legislation, bills that have been introduced. We are talking to congressional staffers on legislation that may be proposed during this Congress and in Congresses in the future that is beneficial for service-disabled veterans, their dependents, and survivors. So this is a day in and day out process for us to make sure that our service-disabled veterans, their family members, and survivors are taken care of in the halls of Congress.
DAV does a lot to help small business owners. We are a voice for especially service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses, and they need to know we have their back. We want their feedback. We want their support as well when it comes to legislation and approaching policy options that are going to help them out.
DAV has played a vital role in the Investing in Vets Act and VetTec Authorization Act 2023.
The Investing in Veterans Act is legislation that would help veteran-owned small businesses secure more government contracts. Currently, 3% of government contracts go to service-disabled veteran small businesses. This legislation would allow that number to be increased from 3% to 5%, allowing more veteran-owned small businesses the opportunity to secure and receive government contracts to help their businesses and America grow.
The VetTec Authorization Act allows veterans who are looking to make a career switch into the competitive tech sector to complete the needed training to make them eligible job candidates without having to go through the 2 to 4 year program. This has allowed over 12,000 veterans the option to enter an industry that has some of the highest paying salaries in the United States.
Now, let's talk about the PACT Act. DAV was crucial in getting the PACT Act signed into law by having town halls, discussions with key legislators. Now, the PACT Act is the most crucial piece of legislation that has been signed into law recently for service-disabled veterans by improving not only health care, but also benefits.
The amount of funding that we've been able to secure for veterans has increased dramatically since 9/11. But we're always concerned, what is the chance that we'll have a backslide? What is the chance that we'll lose some of the benefits we've earned? And as we shrink as a population, as a voting bloc, it's an area where we all need to be focused. We all need to put in our time, get involved with the DAV Commanders Action Network, davcan.org. It's a great way to help your fellow veterans protect what we have and hopefully fight for more.
So if you're wanting to get involved and create legislation, simply go to one of your local chapters or departments. But if you're trying to stay informed on the happenings of DAV and the topics of legislation that we currently have, it's vital that you join the Commanders Action Network. Through the Commanders Action Network, we do all the hard work for you. We figure out who your local government leaders are. We draft all the letters for you, except now we're sending you a simple email to say, hey, look, this is why it's important for you and where you are. And then all you got to do is click one simple button, act now. So if I can give any piece of advice to anyone out there listening, trying to get more involved with the legislative side of veterans benefits, simply join the Commanders Action Network.